Welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob and Nickelodeon collection. But not just that, the creator, founder, and CEO of this show did actually part-time teach as a substitute teacher at Casper High. But I hope you beautiful people are having an amazing day. And if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Dusty, Destitute's camera flip. We are going to be going on a hunt today, guys, and we are going to be going to some of our favorite retailers. We're going to be going to some of the discount stores around here. They have Marshalls, they have Ross, see these discounts, but recently we've been going out there to these locations and they've been kind of dry. You guys have been showing me pictures of your guys' stuff. You guys have been finding on Discord, Patreon, everywhere else, showing me you guys finding stuff, but I don't know what it is. I just feel like the location that we're going to is just kind of a rough area in the sense of like they're just not stocking a lot. I don't know, but we might end up switching up our locations. I'm gonna give them one more try in this video, because you know what, when we started out going on these journeys to these stores, they were unbelievable. It was too good to be true. There was find after find, gold after gold. We were raining in the finds, but now it's just been kind of dry when we go there, you know? So that's why it's Dusty Destitutes. You don't see us go to Walmart all the time, because usually Walmart has the same stuff every single time we go there, but every now and then, like maybe once every couple months, we'll go and check in. But that's why it's called the Dusty Destitute. These places are starting to become that, but we don't want them to be. So we're gonna be trying to give it out one more try today, and if anything, we might be trying a new location the next time that we go. But without any further ado, let's hop in the car and we're gonna head on over to our first store. And heading to the car, tumbleweed. Okay guys, so we are going to be going to Ross. We are outside already. We were going to go to Burlington, and we were going to be doing a separate video there. But I think we might have to change up our location. We went in there and like literally the entire shelves were dry. Like one item being spread out through the whole row to kind of fill in space. But I'm looking around here, all of these places, those were businesses, like not even like less than a year ago, like less than 6 months ago really. You have 1, 2, 3 locations that are completely empty. Only one hanging on here is this family run burger shop here. I think maybe this location is just maybe like, I don't know if the rent's really high or what it could be. Locations just aren't really able to bring a lot here, so I think we might have to switch up our locations. We're gonna try the Ross, but when we started this video, we were gonna be going to Burlington, but there was quite literally just like nothing. You know, I'm pretty open-minded, you know, have fun and just get whatever we see there, but there was like maybe like 7 products in the whole toy section that were just spread out throughout. Yeah. Kind of crazy, but anyway, let's head on over to Ross. I'm excited to see what they got over there. But if anything, we might end up changing up our actual like shopping center that we go to. Okay, so here we go, dude. Oh, that's so cool. Freaking adorable. You have the Spongebob on the heart. It says 14 pieces of milk chocolate in there. They use the same plush for Christmas time. Yeah. But at the same time, you know, at least he's attached to something new here. I was hoping for the hard-eyed one. I know, yeah, they do have some new plushies for the Valentine's Day, but this is our first Valentine's Day Spongebob product. I think we found, I mean, I have to look back on it, but I think that may be one of our first ones we found here so far, so that is sweet. And it's $10. $10. $10 is kind of a lot, but yeah, we'll hold on to it and see. But I think we're gonna end up getting it, even if it is $10, because it is just kind of cool. But $10 is kind of a lot for that. Okay, that's not a bad start at all, though. We don't really have a lot of Valentine's Day decorations, so that's why we don't decorate for Valentine's Day in specific, but, you know, if we start getting a bunch of them adding up, maybe we will. Let's go ahead and take a look at the toys here. That's usually our first place we always check, and then we might even look at the clothes and stuff like that, because I definitely am in the market for any kind of new Sponge or Nickelodeon or cartoon-related clothes, because we've been finding a lot of them out here. Even if it's off camera, we don't film it. I pick up stuff all the time, so if you guys see me wearing a new shirt, a lot of times I get it from here at Ross, Burlington, one of the other stores we were at. But if you guys want to see more clothing stuff, like, you know, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, stuff that we find, we can definitely do that. So maybe we'll check that out as well. Let's take a look here. Mitchell already spotted something really cool. Oh, dude. Woody Squishmallow?
Is it not?
It's a Cutopia.
I've never seen that.
By Mattel. How much is it? $14. This is really adorable. I've never heard of a Cutopia before. I thought it was a Squishmallow.
It might as well be Squishmallow. Yeah.
But it's by Mattel and Pixar. That is so cool. And he's got his little hat there as well. Okay, you know what? We're going to put him in the cart for right now. I like him.
I know that we got to start looking out for this 25th anniversary SpongeBob stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We have a member, Hayden, on Discord, who posted actually at Ross. He found these pineapple SpongeBob pop-up toys that have a mystery figure in them, but not just that, they have this brand new 25th anniversary logo with SpongeBob that kind of looks a little naked on there, Ryan.
It's a little weird, yeah, it's a little weird.
Naked, but you know what? I'll take naked SpongeBob any day for no SpongeBob. So we have the 25th anniversary logo out there. If we see some 25th anniversary products, that would be amazing. So we have to keep our eyes open for that. Today they have a Spider-Man like 3D. They have
Stitch 3D. Back to the Future.
I'm always looking for anything.
I see the Sponge logo.
Are you what? What
Take
in
it out.
the world? We've never seen a 3D one like this for SpongeBob. Actually, what the heck? I literally wasn't even looking for this. I was just trying to show them what they had in stock here.
I just saw the yellow. I was like, wait.
No, that is cool, dude. I never thought we would get one of these for SpongeBob. Only $8.99. Okay, that's an instant pickup right there. That is amazing. Oh, dude, that is like one of my favorite artworks I've ever picked up so far.
It's so cool, yeah.
Because I've
always the 3D of it.
I've always saw this for like Spider-Man, Stitch, like they have right there. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I'm like, oh, but it'll never happen.
Yeah.
Here it is. It has happened. That is amazing. You even got Sandy in the background right there. Can't wait for your movie. Even though most people have seen it, I'm still waiting.
Yep, same.
Okay, that's incredible. So we have some other ones to get back. I almost want to just keep acting like I'm looking.
Yeah.
Something else will pop up. We have the Back to the Future one here. We have the Spider-Verse here. What's
60 years at NASA.
Okay, that's cool.
Mario.
Mario. What's behind that one?
This one?
No, this one.
Oh, Mario.
Mario.
There ain't nothing else, it looks like. Unless you got a big boy here somewhere.
Oh my gosh. That was one
Spider-Man.
this big, that would be insane. Oh, that's a dope Spider-Man one though, dude. You got freaking Venom right there, the Green Goblin, Carnage. You know who this is?
Batgirl.
Like Batgirl. It's not even the same freaking.
No, I know.
This is Catwoman, I think.
This is also
Not
Batman.
Catwoman. No, it's Black Cat. There you go, Black Cat.
Is that Gwen?
Gwen Stacy. Who is this? I don't even know this one. If you guys know who that is, let us know.
Different type of Venom down there.
That's Carnage, yeah. And then over here, okay, we're not gonna name all them. I can name a good amount of them, but definitely not all of them. I said that there was more art over here, and Mitchell was like, oh, there's no more art over there. That's just mom art.
Tell me that it's not.
That is that art your mom has in her house, and you're like, where did you find this? And this is where she found it.
Ross.
Yeah.
Marshall's. Ross.
Literally my mom's living room. All right, so Mitchell's out here looking for this battle hamster.
Yeah, like specifically that one.
That is really cute though. Battle hamsters. They have some anime figures right here too.
Naruto without his son.
Naruto.
Or well, that's mini Naruto version.
Yeah, it's not his son. It's actually just.
I feel like we gotta get this because he's got the swing, you know.
But we don't have the swing version.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
So if you want to figure Naruto's reaching his hand out to nobody, you can get that here. But there's no Naruto to go with it. And they have a Bakugan here. Like, man, they're like, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna be Beyblade at this point. We give up.
Oh yeah, this is weird that it is in a stadium. Yeah.
It's literally a battle arena. That's how like I'm not keeping up with the newer shows.
I don't even know what this is. Yeah,
this is Santiago of the Seas.
But it is Nickelodeon.
It's a Nickelodeon show. I've never heard of this in my life, but I'm just gonna repress it. Dude, these had commercials on YouTube for so long. These Racerverse ones, they're like basically just like Hot Wheel mixed with Disney, but they actually are supposed to be like solid Hot Wheels. They put the commercial on screen. I saw the commercial on like it was on the Comfort Cartoons channel. Like when you watched it, like so many people were getting this ad in specific. So I don't know. I kind of want to get it. How much is it though? $10. Oof. That is rough. I don't know if I need it that much, just because it's like I'm not gonna really have anything to do with these besides put them on the Disney show. But they are really cute though. Okay, so unfortunately the toys are a little bit dry, but we did find in this section the SpongeBob.
Couple things.
Yeah, the SpongeBob amazing artwork here. We have the Valentine's Day SpongeBob, and right now we have the Woody, which for $13, he's not that bad. It's just so like it looks so much like a Squishmallow. I keep wanting to call him that, but the Woody Cutopia. So they have all the dog toys here. We were looking for like we found Patrick here, we found SpongeBob before, but we did find Almond Joy. Humans don't want this, so why would a dog want this?
Don't want coconut and almond?
No, I don't. I've literally only met one person in my entire life who liked Almond Joy.
That's me.
You like Almond Joy?
They're okay.
Okay, well, I met two people. My great grandmother and also Mitchell.
I blame my mom.
If you like Almond Joy, let me know in the comments down below. And if you are some of the few that never tried an Almond Joy or don't think you like it that much, then also
save yourself.
Just save yourself. Don't risk it, okay? But Hershey's, you know, they make some incredible candy. It's just this one, not so much. Not for me.
It's like the Girl Scout cookies. I always got the Samoas.
Oh, did you get the Samoas? I get those tag-alongs, man. They're like...
I don't know what is wrong with me.
Reese's. The Samoas are pretty good, though. The little chocolate drizzle.
But that has coconut on it.
I know, but that's...
It's like a little of, just a small amount.
But it's called a Samoa. You're like, okay, I know what I'm getting here. Almond Joy. I think I'm getting the almond, but I'm really getting coconut.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so here in the walls, we actually found an Avatar The Last Airbender one. I'm not going to get this one, though. Even though I do kind of have a collection of these type of wallets kind of growing, I'm only going to get it if it's a Spongebob one, so I can kind of keep that consistent. But they do have a TMNT one as well here. They have a Mountain Dew one.
This would probably be like one I'd have.
That one is kind of cool. And then also this Gremlins one is cool, too.
Rick and Morty.
Another Rick and Morty one, another TMNT one. That one's
cool.
That one's probably my favorite of the ones.
Oh, this Joker one's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that is dope.
It just says poor SpongeBob by himself. Oh, these are interesting pop-ups now.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna check out here, guys. We checked out pretty much everything. We might be going over to Five Below. That might be a separate thing, though. But we will be probably going to the TJ Maxx on the way out of here, and that'll be added to this video. Or we might go to another Ross, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and head over to TJ Maxx or maybe Ross. Okay, so we're going into TJ Maxx.
And the sun.
That's really great. I can't even open my eyes. Let's go ahead and get in there. We did find this over here. They have all these signs. They're like these light up signs. They have a Deadpool one too, logo sign. And they also have a Pac-Man one. But I saw this Naruto one here with like the blue sky, the logo and the blue sky in the background. I was not gonna get it, but then I flipped it over and I was like, for $6, I guess I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, might as well.
This is not the anime channel, but that's just nice for $6. The little logo on it, that's clean. I'm grabbing that. Mitchell grabbed the one as well too. Okay, so we did find over here, they have the Scooby-Doo snack ramen bowl. I love the Scooby-Doo chopsticks almost as much as the bowl. So I'm gonna get this guy. And you gotta help me decide here, man. So they have a Powerpuff Girls mug, but I really like the Stitch one with the little adorable Stitch peeking out. Should I go with the Stitch mug or the Powerpuff Girls mug? Or I could also go with the Snoopy. Hanging down here with the Woodstock.
This Stitch one's good too, though.
That one's cool, but come on, this one's got 3D molding. It's got a little 3D Stitch coming out.
Oh, man.
I think...
What about this little Stitch mug?
Those are just more like, typical, you know? Powerpuff Girls, you don't see that often, and this 3D mug is just like cool because of the fact that it has a 3D Stitch. I think I make my own decision.
Yeah.
I think I'm deciding already myself that this is the one I want right here. This adorable Stitch mug with him peeking out of it. And then we're gonna grab the Scooby-Doo ramen bowl. Even though all the food's on there you don't actually eat inside of a ramen bowl. I mean, I guess the egg you could, but the rest of it, no. Okay, so we left Ross. We decided to go to Marshall's because it's on the way back anyway. We haven't gone to Marshall's in a long time. We'll see what they have there. If not, it's gonna be a kind of a small haul to get in today because like I said, they've just kind of really haven't had that much out recently. And hopefully as the year goes on, they'll be releasing more and more stuff that we can go out there and pick up. But without any further ado, let's head in there though and see what they do have at Marshall's. So we are back here in the cavern. We had some okay finds. One find in particular, like one banger one that I'm hyped about. And the rest of them were pretty good too. The first one here we have is the SpongeBob Valentine's Day card. I love the little box for the chocolates right here. You have Gary on it. You have SpongeBob with his sunglasses. It says get happy. And it also has SpongeBob hugging himself, which I think a lot of people may deal with during Valentine's Day. So it's nice to have a little something that kind of speaks to all people. And just that the idea of Valentine's Day is not just about love with you and another, but love in general. So whether it be love for yourself, love for your family, anybody can celebrate Valentine's Day. And the whole point of it is not just to celebrate it about a love interest in your life, but the idea of love in itself. So I think that's awesome right there. And then we also have SpongeBob here in the front. I will say I am getting a little bit tired of them doing this plushie because like I said, we got the same plushie last year for Christmas and they gave him candy canes. For Christmas this year, we got him with reindeer antlers like stitched on. And then we also saw this one with a mug before too. So it's been a few different times we've seen this guy. So him being attached to this, I don't really think is the best in the sense like they could have gave him like, if they're gonna do antlers, give him the antlers again with like hearts on them or something. Maybe give him the heart eyes, like we've seen the heart eye plushie before as well too. Something a little different would have been nice, but it is pretty cool. Like if you want to get this for somebody in your family, significant other, only $9 and you get to give them a plushie and also some chocolate. That's kind of a cool little gift. I'm gonna go ahead and rank it though for $10. It's one of those situations again where it's like, is it really worth $10? Maybe not, but at the same time, we know that every store, when Valentine's Day is around, the prices are here, but you know as soon as Valentine's Day is over, they're gonna drop down to like $3.
Yep.
So I think considering Valentine's Day is on the cusp, we can't expect anything less. So $9 isn't crazy. You get 14 pieces of chocolate, a little plushie. I would have liked to have seen this around like the $6.99 marker. But realistically, what do you think? Would you think $9 to get this, you know, for a fiance, significant other for $10 is worth it? I would say worth it.
I think the $7 price range is a little more accurate, but yeah.
I think at a Ross, $7.99 is a little more accurate. But if you saw this at Target, it would probably be about $12.99.
Yeah, I guess I could
But I ain't at Target. I'm going to Ross. Ross will be dressing for lesson.
I'll say it's worth it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you get somebody a box of chocolate, it's like, okay, that's nice, but it's a little like...
Thematic.
It's thematic, but it doesn't necessarily say that you tried very hard. This looks like you tried a little harder, even if you didn't. So I'm going to say worth it to me.
Because you know that plush was like $5 on its own.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go ahead and give it, we'll go ahead and do good noodle stars for this one, because I think it'll be a little easier to gauge everything in. I'm going to go ahead and say, because we're not doing it off of the value alone, good noodle stars, I'm going to go ahead and say...
7.5 or 8.
I'm thinking a 7.5. I think an 8's a little high for the same plushie.
Yeah.
7.5 out of 10, and possible value saved, maybe $2. I could see it being $12 at a Target, at $11.99, maybe at $12.99. So possible savings of $2. Not very much of a savings, you know, considering we're going to a discount store, but a nice piece to add to the collection. And like I said, to give it to somebody else, a beautiful gift. Okay, so also at that store, we found this giant, so soft, Qtopia. Go ahead and give it a little feel. Go ahead and feel his little hand here.
Ocean man.
No, Ocean man. You got a friend. You got a friend in me. You got a friend. You got a friend in me. All right, I think the softness is definitely there. I'm gonna go grab our Spongebob Squishmallow. So I have our Spongebob Squishmallow here. So size, stature, you are getting a little bit more, I guess, with the Qtopia. It's a little bigger, but I feel like this one is more densely fluffed.
I think it's because it might be a little thinner, like you're saying, so
yeah,
there's a little more fluff to give. But they've also changed the way they make Squishmallows recently, so.
Really? So
yeah.
Are they more like this, maybe?
I mean, look, if you look at your Gengar, like it's not like I don't know how to explain this fabric. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna say they're pretty close. But what I will say though is that a Squishmallow like this one was like $40.
That's sad.
You know, that's kind of a lot for a little squishable plushie like this. He's adorable though, and I don't regret it at all. Thankfully, the company did send these to us. But that is a lot for a little Squishmallow.
Which is crazy because like you can get bigger ones now for like $25.
Yeah, I mean it just depends on the license, right? Because those ones were exclusively at Claire's.
Ah, okay.
And Claire's were selling them a little higher. And the Gengar and like Pikachu one, those are sold at Walmart. And you know Walmart's gonna have the lower
Or
price.
Target or whatever, yeah.
So I don't know. I think he's really cute.
I think it's worth, yeah.
I think he's worth it for the price of $8, but I just wish that Mattel wouldn't have kind of copied the Squishmallow.
The form factor of it, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Squishmallows are made by Kelly Toys, and like Kelly Toys is not that. I mean, they're a pretty big brand, but I mean, like Mattel is like, you know, they're supposed to be a leader, like a
pioneer,
a juggernaut in the industry. So I wouldn't expect them to just straight up rip off, you know, the Squishmallow form. But no doubt, the only thing that they added to it is like I'd say kind of like the Pill Pals. They have a little arms and legs.
And a hat.
And a hat. That's like the only thing they added. But outside those things, that's a Squishmallow. All day long.
Yeah.
I don't know why from the back, I keep thinking it's his ears.
Yeah, it does have ears on the sides, yeah.
It does have ears, but those aren't them. So I'm going to say for $8, or $14 for this one. It's the Disney 100. You know, they've been throwing that label on everything to make you feel like it's worth it.
Yeah.
That 100 we'll probably see for the next year, even though we're past that.
I mean, does Woody have a big size like Squishmallow though?
I don't know if
has
Toy
the small
Story
one.
has one, to be honest.
I know they got the tiny ones.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Oh man. I mean, for creativeness, I gotta give it a lower star rating.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 again. That would get a 7.5, because that's a good value. But this one, I think 7.5, just because of the fact that it's just like, come on, Mattel, you guys can let them have something. Says
Hot Wheels to tech deck.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes these come in. Who owns the Hot Wheels? Mattel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, we talk about how Hot Wheels literally stole the whole idea of tech decks and now is selling tech decks too. And you know, and a lot of people are switching over to the Hot Wheels versus the tech decks in the fingerboarding, you know, game. I'm not gonna tell you who, But some people have actually switched to Hot Wheel ones, even though the Tech Deck one's been around for longer, just because, you know, they got some different designs and they don't break as easy. But, but, you know, like, why can't you just let other companies have their thing, you know? I wouldn't have known about it if Mattel didn't do it. So now, like, I feel like Mattel should be getting their own, like, you know, doing more of their own stuff rather than just duplicating what other brands are doing, like Tech Deck, for example, or now with this, the Squishmallow. So I want to see better from you, Mattel. But nonetheless, 7 out of 10, and for a $13 value, I'm gonna say maybe. The price is comparable value of $20, but let's be real. I think this would have gone on sale anywhere else too.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say another maybe $2 save, another $2 save, but I think if this would have been at Walmart or Target, it would have eventually been on sale anyway.
Could have been sitting in that big bin in the middle of it, like $14.99 or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with $2 save, and this isn't even gonna be going in my Toy Story collection. So this is not gonna be added to our $20 Toy Story collection haul. This one I'm just gonna add to my pillows in my bedroom. I have a Piplup that I use quite often, but you know, in order to make Piplup last a little longer, I think I'm gonna throw Woody into that mix to kind of rotate him out.
My poor Gengar has nobody to rotate.
Yeah, it's like shoes, dude. I've had some shoes in my life for literally like 7 years, and people always are like, how do you have the same shoes like that you had in high school almost? I'm like, because I have like 10 pairs and I rotate them out depending on the day and what I'm wearing a little bit, you know, kind of outfit it up a bit. And not only does that make you have more options, but not just that, it makes your shoes last a lot longer because you're not like wearing the same ones out so much. So, you know, and having shoes that you use for like situations where they're gonna get messed up too. So on a rough night, you know, a hot July night where the sweats are about in the middle of the night, that might be a Woody day. So thanks Woody for, he's like, look, right, his face looks so like, I don't know about this. His face became more unsure as I said that.
Like, I gotta be in this guy's arms and sweaty nights.
In the middle of the July nights. All right, thank you for being here, Woody. But yeah, rotate things out, they'll last longer. All right, and the best item I think of all of today, maybe tied for best item, but for this channel, the best item, this guy right here.
Yeah.
And I never realized how strong bias was. When I saw like these different like 3D molds, so it's like a glass on the outside and then a 3D mold embossed into the design behind it. When I saw this for like Spider-Man, Sonic, Mario, I thought it looked kind of tacky. I was like, oh, I don't really like that. It's kind of tacky a little bit. It's kind of like too childish. But as soon as they made it a SpongeBob, I'm like, oh, that looks dope. So my brain has literally found my own bias. Like I would have never thought that they did a SpongeBob one, but now that they've done it, I actually think it looks amazing. But I didn't feel that way about the other ones. That shows true bias there. If you ever hear me talk about anything SpongeBob, you're going to hear a high ranking. You're going to hear me talk it up as much as possible. But just know I am biased if you didn't know already. So this to me is a 10 out of 10, dude. I just think it's so cool because of the fact that, you know, we have so many other different artworks, and I have some in my house as well, canvas photos from the SpongeBob series, but we've never gotten, well, at least that I've gotten in the collection, one of these 3D style ones. So I love that guy. That is really cool. And I almost want to like, because it's like a shadow box, you could even like possibly open this up, take out that bruise in the back here. You could put those SpongeBob wobblers in the front.
Yeah.
Like you could even add layers to it if you wanted to, but you have the SpongeBob right here on Patrick's back, giving him a little piggyback ride, the bubbles in the background, and then you even got Sandy back here rocking out on her guitar, playing a good old, I miss my 20 acres, my barbecue pecan pie, oh my. So I'm a fan of this one. It just shows the fun, campiness, and innocence of SpongeBob. So compared value, now that we know where these come from, it's FYE. I don't know if it's the only place that sells them, but when we go to FYE, we see the same brand, and that is Pop Creations, and they sell like Naruto artwork, they sell Avatar The Last Airbender, and all in this same style, and they sell them at FYE, and they're usually like 22 to 30 bucks. So $9 compared to like a 22 bucks at an FYE, that is a huge savings. But we'll go with their compared price of $16, so you're saving about $7 picking up at Ross. And I'll say it every day, all the time. If you need artwork for your house, whether it's mom art, as Mitchell called it, or if it's, you know, pop culture art, especially Mario or Sonic, always go to Ross. Check Ross, TJ Maxx, those stores out first, because these beat the heck out of, you know, our classic posters we grew up with. You know, to get when we were kids, getting something like this was like 40 bucks.
Yeah, true.
You know, it was like rare to find something you liked that had like a nice style like this. You got the posters, you used thumbtacks to get into your wall, and that's what we had for artwork. You got a lot of options nowadays for affordable prices. So for that guy, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
I thought I was thinking 9 out of 10.
You know what? I'm gonna one up you. I'm gonna give it 10 out of 10. So it's 9.5 on screen, 10 out of 10. And some weird part of me wants to push in Patrick's belly.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
It wants to like push that in to pop it inward. All right, second best item I think of today, we have the Naruto light up sign. And I love just small little stuff like this where it just says the branding because it fits in so well in the collection. Like if they would have made a SpongeBob one of this with just the SpongeBob logo on it, dude, we would have had that hung up somewhere in here. Like that's just way too freaking cool. But I do love my Naruto as well too. So when I saw a chance to get a Naruto logo sign, I wasn't gonna miss that.
It's such an affordable price.
And it's $6. That's very small. I'm still just glad that they made this. So imagine this. You have a whole little Naruto Funko Pop shelf or Naruto figure shelf. You can hang it up too. You hang this up above it and it's lighting up, dude. Oh. It's like you have your own little Naruto, like a museum display. Like this is literally like the display you would see at like a Naruto pop-up event or something where they made it specifically or exclusively for the pop-up event, except for you have it in your own house. So if you have a Ross near you, oh dude, and look who made it. We just covered them.
Dude, they make all those really cool light up things lately, yeah.
Yeah, they made the Mario light ups. We got 5 below that I said were an amazing value and add to your collection. Man, Paladon, you just cool lights. Do this, but for SpongeBob and your little mini light figures too. This is crazy, but I'm glad that I got one for the anime room because I definitely would love to add this next to some anime figures. You could even put it on your desk, put a couple little figures on top of it.
Yeah, like the mini ones at Target, yeah.
There's so many ways you could add this into your collection. So,
or even like loose Funko Pops if you display them like that.
Absolutely. All right, so let's turn it on. Boom, there we go. It's not super bright. It's bright enough. I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was a little bit brighter, but maybe if you had it plugged in a little bit more power, it would be. But it's bright. You can see that it is lighting up for sure. And then if you hold on it, it'll actually put it in like a pulsating mode to kind of drag more attention to it, which is also really cool. It gives a little bit of more of an animation to it, a little bit more movement going on there. Definitely just a cool display piece. I mean, honestly, like it kind of reminds me of one of those movie marquees.
Yeah.
But I do wish, like I said, it was a little bit brighter, but nonetheless, it is still a really cool piece there, an awesome display piece to add to your collection. I know this isn't where we cover anime stuff, but if I see something this cool for $6, I'm gonna grab it. All right, so I'm gonna give that guy, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
I was only thinking like 7.5.
Well, $6.
Oh, that's, yeah.
If we'd have paid like $30, we'd give him the 5.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a $6, I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10. But you know what? I also want to give it more credit because of the fact that it's bold, you know? It's bold and it's just willing to do something cool. Like, it's not just a generic, like, acrylic Achachi or something you see all the time. I like that it's a little marquee of the brand. I wish more of companies would have that kind of confidence in their logo in itself that I think people would just buy a SpongeBob logo like this. Or,
yeah, absolutely.
You know, or even Funko, like the Funko or even like individual brand names I think would do surprisingly well. I think a lot of companies would be shocked by that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I love that factor of it, so that's why I'm giving it an 8, but the light definitely could have been a lot brighter for sure.
There's some LEDs in there.
Yeah, or just more of them. Maybe there is in there, but just more of them. So next up here we have the Jumbo Stitch. Like, look at that. I can fit my whole hand in there.
No, it's stuck.
It's not stuck. That's a lot of, you know, I got a big hand. That's a lot of cup in there. So you have the Stitch design on the side here. You have the, I forget what this flower is called, but it's the Jimmy.
It's almost like a lily, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy will pop it up on screen, but this is like the official flower of Hawaii. So Jimmy helped us out with that one. You have like a palm leaf here, and you got Stitch right there, a little leaf falling. Really adorable. But what makes this the cutest of all is that you could have this filled up with coffee to like here, and it will look like Stitch is literally swimming.
Get me out of here.
Like 626 is swimming in your coffee and just kind of coming out. That is amazing. I love that so much. We've had some SpongeBob ones that were similar with like Gary or SpongeBob being on the bottom of the cup and like you can see them when you get to the end. But there's nothing cuter than having a cup of coffee, tea, whatever it may be, and seeing a little Stitch peeking his head out trying to get out of the cup. That is amazing. amazing. And for me, I think that's worth the $8. I don't know why. He looks like my dog Hunter. If you guys don't know Hunter, he always reminds me of Stitch. So I think that's also a reason why. Doesn't that look like him a little bit?
It's like the same like eyes and everything, yeah.
Yeah, he has definitely Stitch vibes. So I think that's another reason why I love Stitch so much even more now. So definitely worth it to me for $8. That is a lot for a mug. If it didn't have this, that'd be a ripoff for $8. But that makes it a little bit more substantial. You go to the Disney store, as we talk about, that would be like $1 million bucks.
Yeah.
$1 million, yeah. So for $8, I'm gonna say worth it. And it's just a really cool mug. So I grabbed that one. We also grabbed one more in the dishware section, and that is the Scooby-Doo ramen bowl here. And that is an item, I mean, I think when Scooby-Doo goes to Tokyo, I don't even think, like, I mean, I have to think about it, like, I'd have to like rewatch it, but I think even in the Scooby-Doo Last Samurai movie, which the gang goes to Japan, I don't even think in that movie they ate ramen, but I'm sure of all of the food mysteries the Shaggy and Scooby have alone gone on, I think they had to have ramen at some point, right?
I know they definitely slurped a lot of noodles. So.
Yes, I'm sure they've had ramen at some point. If we can find it, we'll put it on screen right here. But I did grab it because, you know, they're the kings of food. And I thought, like I said, it was interesting. There's not any ramen on there, but we do have a cookie jar with the same logo on there. I think this probably was sold at like a Spencer's, maybe an FYE too. I feel like we may have seen this at FYE. In the Scooby section?
Yeah, I like that. And the, what was the other one they had? There was one like the big cookie jar.
The cookie
version.
jar. I feel like I've seen it at FYE or something like that. But we did pay $9.99. That is kind of a lot for one bowl and some chopsticks, but it is that Scooby-Doo licensing on there. Probably could have waited around longer and probably could have got it for maybe, you know, $6.99,
yeah.
something like that. But Marshall's typically is a little bit more pricey than, for example, Ross or TJ Maxx. They're all cheaper in comparison to the main retailers, but it kind of goes like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, then it goes like Ross, Burlington, and then you got DD's discounts down here on the bottom, which I love. So, I mean, Marshall's, you kind of end up going a little bit higher sometimes. But I'm going to go ahead and rank both of these guys. For the Stitch mug, I'm going to give that one creativity, cuteness, all together. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. We have a number for that. 8.5 stars out of 10. And for the Scooby-Doo one here, honestly, I got this for the chopsticks.
I don't blame you.
The chopsticks are what I love the most about it. So I did get it for that. But the bowl as a whole is also nice. I'm going to go ahead and say for the bowl here, 8 Scooby snacks out of 10. What are you thinking?
I'm just going to go with 7 since like you were like saying that is the same image they've used on like several products. But
yeah, they could have gotten some images from the gang in the Last Samurai movie. You know, something a little bit more Japanese inspired considering it is a ramen bowl. But it also doesn't say a ramen bowl. It just says ceramic bowl with chopsticks.
Figure it out.
But it is kind of, you know, inclined. You would think it's ramen maybe.
Maybe fried rice. Yeah.
Yeah, so something Asian inspired would have been kind of cool on the actual, the bowl itself. But nonetheless, an awesome haul here for considering how dry a lot of the retailers are at this current state in my area. If it's in your area is the same way, let me know. For some of you guys, this is probably what it's like all the time, you know? When you live out in the South or the Midwest, sometimes in certain areas it can be really dry because all the time. But we live in Southern California. The only thing that's supposed to be dry is our lawn. You know, like the only thing that's supposed to be dry is our environment. The stores are always popping usually with stuff because there's so many people here. They always stock things like crazy. So it's really weird that like going to the store and seeing the shelves so dry, like only except for 2020 and 2021 a little bit has that ever been the case really. So it's kind of weird to see the stores like that, but I think it may just be because we keep going to the same shopping mart and that particular location, like I said, maybe during like some kind of transitional period. So what we're gonna do the next time we do one of these hunts is we're gonna be going out a little bit further to a more affluent area and see if they have a little bit more stuff in stock because we had done that in the past and it was really good.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe that's what we're going wrong. So we're gonna try it out, but either way, man, we wouldn't have found this today if we wouldn't have gone out there. So today the trip was worth it for me to get this right here, to get this adorable guy. That was a very well worth the trip for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know what was your favorite item that we picked up today. Stay tuned. We're gonna add a couple guys here into the collection. But before that, you know the drill. Scan it. So in here I have this one, and I've been wanting to get one on this side and this side. I'm gonna add to the dynamic.
Ooh.
But I kind of want to do like a different style for each one. So since we have a 3D one here, I'm gonna do that one there. This one's a canvas.
I think it's like the wood one.
Maybe the wood one or lenticular.
Ooh.
Something like that. So you have 3 different artworks while you're, you're taking a whiz. 3 different styles. So I really do enjoy this one. I think that fits in right there perfectly. But they have to be at least in similar sizing on the one on the left here. I'll have to look out for. Pimple up. He's like, oh, finally some help. So now we have Woody in here too with him. So it's okay, Pimple up. Not every night. You're gonna be replaced sometimes with Woody sometimes. Okay? You're good. He's like
one single tear.
Alright, and right here I have my Scooby-Doo cookie jar. And I mean, I can't really fit a lot of cookies in there. I mean, at least
A couple biscuits.
Yeah, at least normal cookies. So we can put the Scooby-Doo bowl. I'm gonna probably use this bowl, but until then, I'm gonna just place it right there. Oh, and I got this off camera, but I have a Cookie Monster cookie jar.
Cookies.
Who is better to store your cookies than a man who's been storing them in his belly for years? So we added the Naruto sign. You can see I have all my signed Naruto Funko Pops here. My whole Naruto collection bleeds the entire way that way. But this is just a little marquee here next to the Funko Pops. And I have my One Piece one here next to some of the One Piece ones you've also seen us pick up over here before as well.
Like a lot of this is Five Below product too.
Yeah, we have a lot of them. Like this right here is also from Five Below. I mean, it's just got amazing coverage. These right here from Five Below. I mean,
the mats.
Yeah, the mats are from Five Below. I mean, some of the bigger items like these guys you get at Target. I mean, this I had to, get online, and some of these I had to order online, but these are contacts for Byakugan right here. But all that stuff, it looks good, but those little accent pieces you find at Five Below are what really fill in the collection and just make it show how much you love what you're doing. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure you guys smack that like button, subscribe if you're new here so you guys do not miss the next video coming up. If you want to support the show, subscribe, but if you want to support it further, you can also check out our Patreon where you can sign up for only $2 a month. It helps immensely with everything we do here, and not just that, you'll get an extended and ad-free version of every video that we upload, including this one. And again, they're 100% ad-free, which will save a lot of time once that starts adding up. And if you want to see us live, you can check out the Whatnot stream every single Friday. That Whatnot stream will be in the top of the description as well. And I'll see you guys in this video over here that I know you're gonna love. And as always, Rep Pack. I'll see you, beautiful people, in the next one. Adios and blue.